Volume 1, Truth in Fiction. Chapter 1, The Big Hit. On an early, midsummer morning, the sun burned high up in the sky, dancing its colorful light amidst the crowd. A murmur swept through the centers of East and West. Singapore, Taipei, Hong Kong, Shanghai, Beijing, New York, Boston, and Los Angeles. Across the cities, all eyes were drawn to a large advertisement on the pages of major newspapers. As the new wave of international youth of our era, we are proud to announce that we no longer define ourselves by owning luxurious cars or by adorning ourselves with expensive watches, bags, and clothing. Instead, we decorate ourselves with our eloquence, creativity, and noble spirit. If you would like to call yourself a member of the New Wave International Youth, you will need to meet one criteria: to possess an outstanding bilingual language ability in English and Chinese. The prerequisite to joining the New Wave International Youth is to be able to recite any paragraph from The Door to Wonders, the first book published bilingually. If you can complete this challenge, we will not only award you membership into our club, the City of Wonders, but also provide many excellent opportunities to make your dreams come true. The tides rise and the tides fall away, bringing us, those who ride the tides, the new wave. The time to act is now. The telephones of the Places of the World bookstore rang off the hook. Everyone was inquiring about the same book, The Door to Wonders. And the answers were all the same, over and over.
We will contact the publisher and restock as quickly as we can. Please ask us again at another time.
The sun rose and set in a blink of an eye. News agencies across the world all reported on the phenomenon of the peculiar advertisement and its eager reception.
The morning news agencies located in major cities across the world are all publishing articles about the declaration of the new international youth wave. They proclaim to have forsaken all vanities and materialism and declare that they will lead the charge in promoting a bilingual culture, confirming new, qualified members, and helping make the dream of all those who join their ranks come true. The key to admission lies within the pages of the book, The Door to Wonders. Such a declaration has made this riddle of a book a dazzling hit, even before its publication.
Even the imposing building of the Destiny International Media Corp's Hong Kong headquarters shifted under the ripples of the unread smash hit. In his office, the CEO, Robert Hua, turned off the TV, pushed a button on his desk, and spoke. "Please tell Vice President Xiao to come to my office." He squinted his eyes, laid half his body on the chair, and unconsciously tapped his fingers on his spotless desk, his signature pose when deep in thought. Vice President Bruce Xiao rushed in with a pile of folders under his arm. Robert didn't waste a moment. "Well?"
After the declaration launched in the morning news, we received 87 phone calls from bookstores in various regions, all inquiring if we were the ones who published it. They wanted to reserve copies from us. I expect that the calls will only continue to increase.
Bruce said with a sly smile.
This ad is good for us. At least they all think we did it, and that only we can do it.
Robert pretended not to hear anything. Mystery of the mysteries. The door to wonders. It really gets to the essence of Lao Tzu's teaching. Talented indeed. Bruce blushed, but still managed to read between the lines. He spread out his pile of folders and said,
We have already conducted an analysis.
Robert leaned forward slightly, showing a bit of interest. Bruce explained,
There's no need to explain why the news is eye-catching abroad. In China, it's because of the returned expats and educated elites, as well as those who take pride in being bilingual. The first launched product is the Door to Wonders. No one knows what's inside yet. If the ad is accurate, their post-production investment will exceed the total profit of the Door to Wonders. Even though this book has already become one of their best sellers, they presumably haven't reached their final goal.
Robert stood up and pushed a button on the remote control. The purple velvet drapes slowly crept open. The room wasn't a standard office room by any means, but in his kingdom, his room was his castle, and his words were his golden creeds. He enjoyed the auspicious purple velvet. Who cared whether or not such drapes should be installed in this type of place? This was what he liked, and that's all that mattered. When the curtains were closed, the office became his own private realm, where he devised strategies to conquer the world on the back of his great ambition. And when the curtains were open, it became a towering summit from which he observed the lives of the masses down below. Another sleepless night began. Flashes of lightning flickered in the sky. Robert turned around, his eyes staring acutely at the brother who has followed him for many years. Do you know why I called them talented? He asked. This type of marketing is not the first of its kind. Long before today, there was How to Marry a Millionaire, and recently there was The Secret. They were all huge hits even before they launched. This sensational marketing is not a rarity, but can you see what this scheme aims to do differently?
Probably something big, considering that they are leading the market now,
replied Bruce. Robert disapproved. No. Not only are they leading the market, they are also creating the market. He paused and shook his head. Not only creating the market, they want to create a new trend. Remember what Chairman Mao used to say? To find exceptional people, we need only look toward our generation. Such energy generated by such lofty spirit. If one possessed this type of attitude, nothing could stand in one's way. Bruce agreed, with awe in his voice.
Brother, you grasp these things so quickly. Only you could understand the minds of the greats without having ever met them.
Lies are lies, but flattery is never taken as such. Robert said with a slight smile, Since they tried so hard to connect the news to us, we won't break the threads so easily.
They are temporarily experiencing losses. I'd estimate that they are currently in a no pain, no gain sort of mindset.
Bruce answered.
If they wanted to cooperate, it's only our popularity and brand reputation that they seek. In this case, we could just sit here and wait for them to come.
With a flat smile, Robert asked, How could we just let them look down on us when it's just started? With such large stakes involved, they wouldn't dare fight without making any preparation. Please, Go research any city of wonders, the door to wonders, or any related dual English-Chinese trademarks. The answers certainly lie therein. When Bruce was ready to leave, Robert asked, "How are the two little ones doing?" Bruce knew what he meant.
I've already advised Katie of your opinion, but she still wants to become an actress.
Just like her mother back in the day. She won't return until she utterly fails. My company will not help make her famous, Robert exclaimed as he furrowed his brow.
Children have their own fate. You might consider loosening your control on them a bit. But Rain actually seems to admire his new advisor.
He can work for one person for such a long time, said Robert, a little surprised.
I guess fate is what people really care about.
Robert nodded his head. Yeah, children are a debt, and if there were no debts, they wouldn't be here. I think I must have owed them. Bruce, you are a lucky one, free of debt.
Maybe I have owed you in my past life, following you these many years.
Bruce smiled. Yes, Robert sighed. We have aged.